Let's head to Keeneland. We had a big day at Keeneland, and we're going to start with our local race, and that's going to come from Keeneland today. It's the Grade 1 Ashland Stakes, so that features Jaywalk. Now, this race is at 1 mile at 1/16, Dick, and Jaywalk in her 3-year-old debut, I would dare say, was disappointing in the 1 mile Devona Dale. She got what we would call a perfect stalking trip. Then she came up empty.
Yeah, she just didn't have it. She was way off her 2-year-old form. She got an 81 buyer when she finished fourth that day at Gulfstream Park.
Lone speed here?
It should look like it on paper.
Well, let's see what happens. Let's go to beautiful Keeneland for the Grade 1 Ashland Stakes.
They're off at the Central Bank Ashland. There goes out for a spin from the outside. Jaywalk is there, and here's Lady Kate now moving up to their inside to put ahead in front as they move for the first turn. Lady Kate slides over next to the rail, has a short lead. Jaywalk, though, is right alongside. Now she takes the lead by 3/4 of a length. Out for a spin, moves up second. Bell's the one, a wide third around the first turn, less than a length off the leader. That will shuffle Lady Kate back into the fourth position by just a neck. Restless Rider, fifth alongside her. Gap of 2, Chocolate Kisses next to last, and Bizwax the trailer off the first turn. Opening quarter, 23.19 seconds. Jaywalk against the rail. Leads at a half length. Out for a spin, goes second by a length. Bell's the one, Lady Kate. They come next, third and fourth, respectively. Restless Rider still fifth between that pair, 3 lengths off the lead. Chocolate Kisses next toward the inside, and Bizwax trails, but stays right with the field. 46.46 seconds the time for the first half mile. Jaywalk is the leader, a half length. Out for a spin, second at the entry to the far turn. Restless Rider now gears up to the far outside in third, a length off the lead. So out for a spin, and Restless Rider trying to bear down on Jaywalk, who still leads it by a neck. Coming to the quarter pole. Then a gap of 3 to Lady Kate. Bizwax fifth. Chocolate Kisses sixth. Bell's the one seventh. To the top of the short stretch, Restless Rider out for a spin. Both moving by Jaywalk. Bizwax tries to pick them up from fourth. Lady Kate is in fifth. Close quarters in this battle for the lead momentarily off the turn. Out for a spin. And Restless Rider, they separate. Continue to go at it. Final 16th of the Central Bank Ashland. Out for a spin. Restless Rider second. Out for a spin, and Paco Lopez spring a 52-1 upset.
Well, Dick, Jaywalk's form from 2-year-old season seems a long time ago right now. It was a pressured pace. The pressure, though, came from a 52-1 shot. You're supposed to put that horse away.
Dallas Stewart wins these kind of races at 50-1 or runs second. It's amazing how often he does it.
Now, Dick, Jaywalk, as I said, I thought she gave up relatively early in the race. You're supposed to put a 52-1 shot away and start to draw away. She didn't do that. She did stay on for third. She ran a better number than she did in the Devona Dale. What's your breakdown of what that performance was like?
I'm a little confused, frankly, because she still hasn't gotten anywhere near what her 2-year-old form was. She would have crushed these horses. I mean, think about it. Restless Rider finished second, barely, in this race. There's a 7.5 length difference in 5 months between these two horses. She crushed Restless Rider back at Churchill. Now Restless Rider's beating her by 2 lengths. I can't explain out for a spin. I thought she was clear. I thought it was the trip that they wanted. I did talk to John Service and wrote about it on Let'sGoRacingParks.com this week. He is not as discouraged as I thought he might be because Javier Castellano told him after the race, look, she wasn't comfortable inside. We think maybe if we can get her back and run her in the Oaks, get that Catherine Sophia stalking trip, that she'll be better. Now, they're a little more confident, frankly, than I am at this moment because I just haven't seen it. She had that it last year. She could just make that big run and like whoosh. She hasn't had that so far. Maybe John is just going to get her to peak for the Oaks. That's the hope. But right now it's a hope rather than a reality.
Well, Dick, here we look at the first two, break down the first 2 races. The first race, they said that she needs the lead to be effective. Now we come back the second time, and now she doesn't want to be inside. So, I mean...
It's a little confusing, but look, if it wasn't John's service and he didn't have a record, you would just go, all right, you know, there's just making excuses here. And maybe that's what it is, but because she was so good at 2, you know she has it. Will she come back to it? Obviously, next time she's going to have to. Here's the good news. none of the 3-year-old fillies are all that fast, as we're going to see with Bellafina in a little bit.
Right.
And when I told John Bellafina's number, which we'll get to in a minute, he was very excited that she wasn't like running off and running huge numbers that Jaywalk maybe couldn't compete with. So no 3-year-old filly is dominant at the moment.
Well, Bruce, Keeneland is one of the favorite racetracks of our friend Bruce Casella.
Indeed it is.
Absolutely loves. He loves to take the cameras down there.
Yes, he does.
And he was behind the scenes
As
with
he always
Jaywalk.
is.
Absolutely. Here's more.
What's this like to be here with your family and share this experience?
I gotta tell you, seriously, that's the most important part of this whole thing. You can have all the success in the world, and we've been blessed to have some of it, but this is the best. It really is. And it's a whole family. It's not just John and you know, John Service is part of the family. And you know, it's just really is. Thank you.
You know, we've been fortunate enough to be in this business for 30 years, and we've never had the success that we have this year. It's really because of the team that we've put around us, from John Service to his sons, all the way down to you know, all the grooms and hot walkers. And it's just a tremendous experience. This is why we do this. This is why we're here.
You feel confident?
You know, she's won 2 Grade 1s. There's a lot of good horses in this race. There's a lot of horses that are gunning for her. And I think rightfully so. It's a good prep for us. Hopefully she'll do what we're here for. Hopefully, you know, she'll be able to succeed, and then we'll move on to bigger and better things. But we want this one first.
Feeling pretty good, just for a little extra luck. Broke out my Super Bowl 52 ticket holder for today, races 9 and 10. So brought out the big guns, but feeling good, and I'm excited the way you know, Jaywalk looks today. So we're going in cautiously optimistic.
Man, she's gorgeous.
Yeah, she's really she's a beautiful filly. Hopefully she'll continue to run to where it looks. You know, she doesn't turn a hair. She does not turn a hair. And even when she's running, you know, she's running, her ears are like this the whole time.
She's alert.
You know, if you look at the Breeders' Cup race.
Hi, boss.
Everything good?
Yes, sir.
Speed's holding pretty good, huh? I think that's where we need to be.
Yeah.
She's the best filly. I think if they can outrun us, God bless them, but I don't think they can.
I really think we have to break well. That's going to be the key. The speed's been holding today. I think if we can break well and settle, you know, hopefully the racing gods will shine brightly on us today. But I think we can trade our position with anybody else in this race.
They're off at the Central Bank Ashland.
Come on, big girl.
There goes out for a spin from the outside. Jaywalk is there, and here's Lady Kate now moving up to their inside.
Come on, throw up a nice 23 change there. There we go.
So out for a spin, and Restless Rider trying to bear down on Jaywalk, who still leads it by a neck.
Come on, let's go, Castellano. Let's go, JJ. Come on, Jaywalk.
Restless Rider out for a spin, both moving by Jaywalk. Bizwax tries to pick them up from fourth. Lady Kate is in. Out for a spin, and Paco Lopez spring a 52-1 upset.
Hindsight's 20/20. Javier's like, you know, if I would have set off of it and been outside, we'd have been a lot better off. He said when Paco pressured him, she did not want to be. He said at the head lane, I mean, I'm riding her, she does not want to be. And he said coming through the lane, when they spread out a little bit, she went back and run again. No, she hung in there good. She hung in there.
I think it's great to see that behind-the-scenes stuff. The greens were so gracious, a beautiful suite. And
Chuck Zachny and John, they always take good care of Bruce,
Absolutely.
and Bruce loves hanging out. Bruce loves hanging out in the
does.
suites.